Peace YouTube, be here, better known as P31 Diva, coming to you with the Sisterlocks vlog. Today is Friday, February 8th, 2019. My locks turned 3 years old in November of 2018. So the locks are 3 years, approximately 3.5 months old, or somewhere thereabouts. I'm going for a retightening today, hence braiding and banding for shampooing, and I'm going to just kind of run through this. The front sections of my hair, I braided and banded. The back sections, I'm doing something new today, which is I'm just banding and leaving this in 2 big sections, but clearly, as you can see, I can still get to my scalp. The back of my hair is pretty much locked. I'm not having many issues with it. And the front of my hair is still a little bit slippage prone, especially in these areas here where I have a lot of baby hair. So I'm working to baby the baby hair. All right, I'm using 3.5 ounces of water. Let's see if you can see. Okay, there's a 3, and then there's half, and there's 4. 3.5 ounces of water, Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo, and I'm going to use probably an exorbitant amount of rosemary drops. Sometimes I use rosemary, sometimes I use tea tree oil. It just depends on whatever I have on hand, and I have rosemary on hand, so I'm just adding all the way up to a little bit beyond the 4. So about 1.5 ounces of shampoo. And then I'm gonna add, I don't know, probably 10 drops or so of the, I'm sure I probably only needed 4 to do the job, but I just like the smell of it. So rosemary oil is warm and camphoraceous. Camphor. So camphoraceous. I don't see a different way to how to pronounce that. It's purifying and uplifting, which is very good because my scalp is dirty. Speaking of dirty scalps, and before I get to that, what am I using on my ends? These are silicone bands. This, not this black one, but the rest of them I got from the Dollar Tree for of course $1, and they're very stretchy. I use them for my braiding and banding. I'm also going to be using my, what brand is this? Vita Goods shampoo brush, and I just put a fresh battery in it, so I'm good to go to shampoo and just really get my scalp clean. I teach and or train 6 to 7 days a week, and because of that, my scalp is very dirty. At one point, I was shampooing every week. I'm no longer doing that. I've said for years that I really hope if I get gray hair, because I was born with them, I've always felt all gray early, that I would get a cool streak, and I feel like that is starting to happen. My mother grayed like almost 15 years ago, but she covered it for a long time, and in the past few years, she's let it go, and she has completely salt and pepper, mostly salt hair. It is gorgeous. And so I would really love to, if it comes in early, to come in and then to just go fast. I had at one point been contemplating coloring my locks, and I was looking at a lot of these waxes and temporary colors and things like that that you kind of rub in and then shampoo out. And some of them have beeswax in them, so I'm not totally on board with it, only because I'm just nervous about the integrity of my locks. I've seen some people with Sisterlocks do it, and that was very encouraging. But I think that what I'm going to do when I am ready for color is I'm just going to go with a rinse and just rinse my hair. I don't want to have dingy silver strands. I want them to stay nice and bright. So I feel like if I rinse my hair, that'll eventually, shampoo out. And that leaves me with the best chance of keeping nice silver strands in my hair. So I think I'll do that. I'm not really in a big rush. Maybe in the spring when the weather turns up. Not turns up, when the weather warms up. I'll just add in, rubbing in shampoo. Working to do this in real time. I feel that by shampooing at the sink, you use a lot less water, because otherwise I'd just be in the shower having a lot of water pouring over me. And then I also don't feel rushed because I'm not wasting all this water. I can really take my time and get the shampoo all throughout my hair. At one point I was shampooing every week. And I feel like that was probably contributing to the amount of fuzz that I was having in my hair. Not fluff, but fuzz. Just my hair is already kind of fuzzy. And I'm getting a 3 pattern for my lock rotation. So I just felt like it was maybe doing a little bit more, not necessarily harm, but I've worked to cut down on my shampooing, which is still a struggle because I really would like to shampoo every week, but it was making, I don't know, I just felt like I was having a lot more marrying at the roots and everything like that because my hair was getting wet more often. So I've been working now, and let me preface this by saying I go for retightens every 5 weeks. This retightening is an off one and it's every 6 weeks, but I go every 5 weeks. And so what I've been doing now is cutting down to just one shampoo in between my retightening and then one on retightening day. So since I got my retightening last, I've only shampooed, no, excuse me, I shampooed, I think this time I might have shampooed extra time. If you didn't see my previous video, I lost my hard dad and I shampooed my hair for the funeral service. But I can't remember if that was the one in the middle or if I actually did 2 this past time. Yeah. Okay, so now that I've got shampoo all over my scalp, I'll go in here. It's so good. Just to really massage the scalp. I'll go back and get my edges a little bit more. And I'm holding them down and just kind of rotating around. So I'm not ripping through my grid. It's just more here. And then I pick it up and come to the new spot. And I want a little bit more shampoo right here. And after I've got that going, and I'll go over this a couple more times, I start to add shampoo to the length of my locks. And I do it over my hair so that cut down on how much dripping I have. So I'll do the same thing all over, and I'll do the same thing on this side, and then I'll come back when I show you how I do the back. Okay, down to this back section. So adding in more shampoo. This is about how much I've used overall. Now I did add a little bit more shampoo straight from the bottle to cover the length here. And what I like to do is let my shampoo sit for, I don't know, sometimes even 10-15 minutes. I'm going to actually shave my legs and do a couple of beauty treatments with my face while I let the shampoo just really sit and work its way into my locks. So I have been spraying my hair a bit more in between because I do not want funky hair, and I do sweat a lot. But what I work to do is the first 2 weeks, I try to keep my hair, I work to keep my hair in more of a what I call like a breathable style. So I might have my locks all up into a ponytail or a bun, braided, so that way my scalp can breathe a bit more easily, and that helps to make sure that my scalp is feeling ventilated and refreshed, feeling fresh. And then weeks So then by then, if I do every 5 weeks, when I take it down, then I'm ready to shampoo at the halfway point. Oh, this feels so good. So, I'm going to get my edges nice and clean. Middle part, just going back here. Now here's what I did for this side over here. I took, I don't know, a dollop. So it's probably about a quarter size. And I just went here, then I went over to the sink and wet this, essentially this ponytail. Which, hold on for a second, and I will do, I don't know if I can move you to come with me. Hold on, let's see. Now what I'm going to do is just rinse, not rinse, but wet this one. Come back over here with me. Oh, okay, that worked out well. And then I still have a little bit left, so now I'm just gonna put this throughout my hair. Just work it in using the pads of my fingertips. Continue till all of this is put in. So probably all in all, I probably used what, 1.5 ounces plus those 2 dollops. I would say, let's say I used 2 ounces of shampoo. Well, this is a 30-ounce bottle, so that's 15 shampoos. And sometimes I don't use the clarifying on the length of my locks. I still have the Dreadhead HQ shampoo, but because I've cut down on the frequency of the shampooing, I tend to use the clarifying more. When I was shampooing every week, I didn't feel the need to clarify, especially on my ends. I do check through my locks for lint and little fluff, and I would say, you know, and I'm very diligent about keeping my locks off of things. I've gotten rid of, prior to getting Sisterlocks, I got rid of wool sweaters that I really liked and things like that, just because I didn't want to have lint issues. I figured I was most likely going to have slippage issues. Why have slippage and lint? So that was just my thought process on that. See, that is how my hair is. It's just loose hair coming out of the locks. So I have that and lint. But I do check my hair. I prefer to check for lint dry. And I think I might have had like 3 little, they had just like landed on my hair, kind of pieces of lint that I was able to just kind of just pull off, but not, it wasn't from clothing or anything. It was just from, you know, being outside or teaching at a gym. I teach yoga classes, so even though I have a mat and everything, you know, some fluff might have floated up, and, you know, I do a move and it could have landed there. So hair is shampooed. I'm going to pull everything up out of the way so I can do my beauty treatments and shave my legs. And then I will come back after I get out of the shower. All right, you guys, stay tuned. Okay. Face has been, and I know why am I so close? Why did I say beauty treatments? Like I'm from, I don't know, the 1930s. But anyway, face has been facialed and legs have been shaved and locks have been sitting with shampoo for probably about 35 minutes at this point, maybe even 40. So I'm gonna hop in the shower, shampoo, rinse out, and then I'll come back to you and show you how I separate my locks. All right, stay tuned. Okay, I am back, lotioned, dressed. My hair has been in this Turby Twist towel, I'd say maybe the past almost 10 minutes, and it probably takes me about 10 or 12 minutes to shower, well, to shampoo my hair in the shower. I still do, of course, wash my body, but I took a shower last night, so it was more or less just because shampoo got on my body. I needed to wash that off. Now, what I did do is for each section, I took it out one by one to make sure all the water could run through freely. And then I gently braided it back. Same thing over here, and then the back I took it down as well. This is how my hair is looking, freshly shampooed. And now I will start to separate. Just make sure my locks, go through my grid and make sure my locks are separated. Like right here, this row is, I can feel it. And I don't go necessarily row by row, but I just work to make sure that I can, for the most part, easily get through the rows. I also have begun using a little bit of product on my hair. I picked it for no particular reason. Aunt Jackie's Curls and Coils Flaxseed Recipes. It's half and half hydrating, silkening hair milk. It's sulfate-free, paraffin-free, no mineral oil, no petroleum, no petrolatum, so no petroleum. Daily use mega moisture replenisher for chronically dry hair and protective styling, enriched with flaxseed, coconut milk, avocado, and marshmallow root. Says that it's a leave-in recipe, delivers amazing softness, strengthens hair to help prevent damage and breakage. I also put this on my two sons' hair, and what I do is, this is about half of the half and half, so maybe a quarter. And I filled it with water, and I use this as a mister. I'm not going to put this on my hair probably until maybe after she's done with my locks, but I do add a little bit of peppermint oil to my hair, to my hands, as I work through separating my locks. And I'm kind of just pull them in different directions, and just to make sure, and I'm about to get a retightening, so excuse me if I tear up. The peppermint is strong. Oh, let's see. Here's how the back is looking. I don't dry my hair prior to going for retightening. Peppermint is strong. I love it. Makes my hair smell so good. And it doesn't interfere with her retightening my hair, because although it is an oil, it's an essential oil, so it's not a carrier, such as, say, coconut or olive or avocado or something like that. Oh, I'm almost out. I have another bottle. I'm going to finish this one. So just separating through. Got myself with this peppermint oil. Opens up your sinuses. I try to work in the same direction as my hair. Feel a snag, then I hold halfway down the length just to pull. Just so that when I pull, I don't want to lose any locks. So, there we are. And I do this to myself every time. See all the fuzz There you go, see all the fuzz. Locks are nice and fresh and clean. Here's how my grid is looking. Let's see if I can get a better part. Sorry if that was blurry. There we go. This is my hair, so what I will do now is I don't have any official lock, like lock socks or lock tubes, but what I do is I have several pairs of tights that I bought for the purpose of turning into lock accessories. And so I will take, I have some that are short like this that I use as more of a headband, and these are cap. Let's see. I may not have any that are longer. Here we are. So this one is longer, and what I will do is just put all of my hair in this and keep it like this while I travel to go and get my hair done. I'm still with the same consultant that I've been with for the past year. Okay. And that is my shampoo routine. Here we are. So any questions about anything with my routine, feel free to just leave a comment and I will work to answer it in a timely fashion. Or anything else you want to know. When I get back, I will, well, I guess this isn't the end. I might make this a part 2, or I just might make this one long video, but this is the end for now. And I will come back later on when I'm all retightened, show my grid, and then I'll also add this, which again is just diluted in here. It's about half and half. So yeah, all right, you guys, stay tuned.